Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, USA, and home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt, who hope today they will hit all of the right notes. Today, a showdown of a couple of foes from the Sun Belt. As we'll see, the Appalachian State Mountaineers taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Mountaineers will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense will have first crack at this one. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, it's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Makes the catch. It's Wicks. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Got rid of it just in time. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. The Commodores decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So Appalachian State's offense will have its first possession of the game. Here's the handoff. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They get to him as he throws. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And the Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The give to the tailback. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And a heat the 17. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Scanning the field is Everett. A little release to the back. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Mountaineers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball, too. You could see there right after the 3rd down play, looking at his sideline, saying, give me the ball. I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team. And he comes through big time.
And the Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll run play action. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The Mountaineers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal.
I love the play call there, too, because 2nd and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
Pushes ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Appalachian State. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the grab. It's Wicks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Commodores can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Power football with the run.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
We've reached a break, and Appalachian State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. off the play fake. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted deep in his own end. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
And for that quarterback, that was a good feeling that turned bad really quickly. He saw cover one. He got excited, taking a shot deep down the field. After he threw it, though, he could see the defender had better positioning than his receiver did, and that ends up being an interception.
To throw, it's Everett. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Mountaineers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Keeps looking downfield. Throwing on the run. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been...
Oh, he's got some space. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. First down here for the offense. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to set up the screen. Looking for the end zone. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Extending the play. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. And the field goal unit is on the field. The distance is no problem, but this angle from the left can test you. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. UMass is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sam the Minuteman isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Ohio. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Mountaineers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Trying to impose their will with the run. Breaks into the open. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Gets it to the back. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Everett. Quarterback moving. Trying to make magic with his feet. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Hale. Jump. just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And the Mountaineers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll send the tight end in motion. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. The throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Davidson. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Leaves it with the back. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, it's Everett. He's got it on the move. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. They're going to pass on the field goal. They're still looking for 6 in this situation. Tries to get it on the ground. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Mountaineers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on 1st down, stopping the run. Here we go on 2nd. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, App State.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Big guy smells it, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Here's the heat. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They'll give it to the back. Makes him talk to the hand. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. And the Commodores will call on their punt team.
On to punt it away.
Hauls throws it in and looking upfield. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Wants to throw. It's Everett. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He'll get rid of it. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice game. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
QB strikes the ball and the clock is stopped.
So now it's second and long.
Second down.
Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some...
Fires toward the end zone. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He'll be out of bounds at the 36-yard line after a solid return. Appalachian State regains possession of the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
They punted away on 4th down. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Unloads to the wideout. That pass is incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Got his man to the left, and he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. The Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Finds a spot in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And the Commodores are marching down the field. Using his legs, it's Wicks. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
I think the thing that's so impressive about this defense, it's not just the athleticism and the ability to get to the quarterback, it's the variety in the ways they can do it. Sometimes it's a 4-man rush, sometimes it's a 3.
There he goes! Smashes through the tackle. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Doors! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing for this offense now moving forward in this game. That last drive is going to pay a big difference.
The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Okay. Offense in a bunch formation. Back to throw, it's Everett. Here's the pressure. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
Turning it on! Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Phenomenal play call by the offensive coordinator. You're calling screen passes to take advantage of a good pass rush, and that's exactly what happened. The offensive linemen, they just let those defensive ends run up the field. Quarterback did a perfect job holding on to the ball to the last possible second, getting it out to his right.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Flying out to the left. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Vandy. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turning on the Jets, making the big play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll leave it with him. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. One final play before the end of the quarter. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the 4th. Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. something up for this third down play. Looking to throw, it's Everett. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Under fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. He got it. And, guys, we are deadlocked here in the final period.
And that's why this kid is so automatic. Set him up anywhere on the field, and he puts it right down the pipe.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Commodores will punt it away on 4th down.
On to kick it away.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing, but you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Looking to pass. It's Everett. The offense coughs it up. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Man, what a blow for this offense. You got the football in the 4th quarter, a chance to go take the lead. Now you turn it over. Your defense is going to have to go out there and step up.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's speeding down the left side. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, App State. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. You're happy you got the ball back, but the defense takes it a step further and just goes ahead and gets 6.
And you just want to get the stop, right? And you get the stop, get the points. But guess what, Reese? I'm going to need another stop. This defense is going to be right back on the field. Unbelievable play, but you got to do it again.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Commodores come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Commodores, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's second and long. Boom. Gets it out fast.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And the Commodores come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Gets open down the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the brain trust will go to work. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. He tries to take the top off. Trying to barrel in. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. Slams ahead. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some play.
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Into the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown, and we might just have overtime on our hands.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need to take shots beyond the sticks so the clock will stop and you can save every second you have.
They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. To the air, it's Everett. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, App State! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Big-time players make big plays in big games. And coming up with that touchdown with just seconds left in this game now gives them an opportunity to get the extra point and make it a touchdown game. And there might be 2 more plays left. At kickoff, maybe 1 more snap for the opponent. What a massive play in a big moment.
They'll try to tack 1 more on their score. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They wasted no time on that drive, got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking downfield on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's incomplete, a last gasp effort, and the defense finds a way to survive it. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the